Death War Crime Tribunal. How are we doing? How are we feeling? We're here because no one else will be. We have to be here in front of Lockheed Martin's corporate offices in New York City to take a stand. What this company does and the military industrial complex that they're a part of does is appalling. And no one will stand up to them like we will. And we need to get everybody in this city, in this country, and on this world to stand with us. I was just holding a sign that says Yemen crisis in numbers. Lockheed Martin is the planet's biggest manufacturer and exporter of arms, of weapons. They profit off of death and destruction. Direct death and destruction. In 2018, missiles that they manufactured were used by the Saudi-led coalition to bomb a school bus with 40 Yemeni children inside. Lockheed Martin makes money off of that. Their CEO, James Techlit, profits from that death and destruction. Is that right?
No.
Is that right?
No.
Is it right that our government funds them to the tune of almost half of the Pentagon budget every year?
No,
absolutely not.
Shame.
And shame, that's right, shame. And lest we forget that the military-industrial complex is killing the planet for years to come through its emissions and its destruction of the environment. Local communities where these things are manufactured, these weapons of destruction and death, and the direct impacts of bombs. We're seeing this effect now in Ukraine, for example, and all over the world. Lockheed Martin is developing 9 years behind schedule the F-35 fighter jet. Do we all know about the F-35? It's a colossal and deadly catastrophic failure. This thing continues to crash. They're sending back its engines because of manufacturing issues. But they are forcing us, as American taxpayers, who so far spent $1.7 trillion on this single jet. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? This thing uses 1,300 gallons of jet fuel per hour flown. It is destroying the environment. It will carry nuclear payloads. Even one of these things dropped is catastrophic for our planet, and they will enable and facilitate nuclear war. So that's why we're here today. We need to call out Lockheed Martin for profiting off of death and destruction. We literally do not have time to continue funding Lockheed Martin like we do. So let's stand up, let's rise up, let's serve them these papers like they deserve, and let's make our voices heard.
Yeah. Thank you, Teddy. What a